So, picture me out back on a crisp spring morning, the kind where the air's just cool enough to feel alive, tinkering with a shiny new smart lock on my pool gate. Nothing wild, just a gadget to keep my grandkids safe from wandering into the water. I'm humming some Temptations, my toolbox spread out like a surgical tray, feeling like I've earned this slice of peace in Pine Hollow, my quiet Atlanta suburb. Then this kid Ethan, all of 16, barely sprouting a mustache, thumbs up, jabs a finger in my face, and snarls, "I know what you're hiding, and you're not getting away with it." Hiding from a pool lock. Folks, that was the spark that lit a fire I never saw coming, and let me tell you, it burned hot. I'm James Carter, retired accountant, a guy who loves a neat lawn, a good book, and a life without drama. I've worked my tail off for this house, every inch of this backyard, this pool, it's mine, paid for with years of late nights and early mornings. That Saturday, I'm in my old slacks and a pressed polo, looking like I'm about to audit the roses, wiring up this lock to keep my grandkids secure. Safety's no joke, plus, I'm a tech nerd at heart. Ethan, though. He's leaning on my fence like he owns the block, board short sagging, hair flopping like he's auditioning for a surf movie. "That lock's illegal," he barks. "Take it off." I stand, slow me back creaks, but my patience is still. "Morning, son," I say, calm as a lake. "This is my gate, my property. It's for safety." He puffs up, all bravado. "My mom runs the HOA. She says it's a security risk." I almost chuckle, but then he drops it. "I know what you're up to, and I'm calling the cops. You'll regret moving here." Up to? Me, a black man in my 60s, just trying to live. That's when it hits. This isn't about the lock. It's about me, in their neighborhood. "You people think you can do whatever," he mutters, and the air turns sour. I cross my arms. "Call who you want. What's the crime?" "Protecting my family." He's on his phone, dialing 911, voice quaking with fake fear. "There's a suspicious guy messing with a fence. He threatened me." Threatened him. I haven't raised my voice, but I know how this plays a black homeowner, a white kid's word. I brace myself. The patrol car rolls up fast, tires crunching like thunder in the quiet street. Ethan's smacking, smoothing his hair like he's about to get a trophy. 2 cops step out: Sergeant Hayes, grizzled, seen it all, and Officer Lopez, young, itching for action. Ethan dives in, he's tampering with the fence. I told him to stop, and he got nasty. I stay still, hands out, voice steady. "Officers, I'm James Carter. This is my house. I'm installing a safety lock for my grandkids." I point to the lock, the manual, my ID. Hayes checks it, nods. Lopez squints. "Why is it a problem?" Ethan stammers, "My mom says it's not allowed." Then, an SUV roars up, gleaming like a tank, and out steps Patricia Langston, HOA queen, yoga gear screaming money, hair perfect, sunglasses perched like a tiara. "What's going on?" she demands, ignoring me. Ethan runs to her. "Mom, he's putting some sketchy device on the gate." Her eyes meet mine, cold as a freezer. "You're the new neighbor," she says, like I'm a virus. "I'm Patricia, HOA architectural chair. That thing breaks our rules." I nod, firm but polite. "It's a safety lock, MS. Langston, for my grandkids. It's legal." She scoffs. "We have standards." "Did you get approval?" "Approval? For a latch?" "It's a safety upgrade," I say. His cuts in, "Ma'am, he's on his property. No law broken." Patricia's jaw tightens. "This is HOA business. We'll deal with it." She grabs Ethan, storms off, her glare promising hell. Hell arrives quick. A week later, An HOA notice lands, fancy paper, gold logo, calling my lock an aesthetic violation. Remove it in 14 days or pay $50 daily fines. Then another, my lawn's too sharp edges are aggressive, $25 a day. My gray mailbox. Too modern. Patricia's burying me in paperwork, each notice signed with a smug flourish. I dig into the 200-page HOA rules dry as toast and find her complaints are flimsy, subjective nonsense. I fire back, polite but pointed, with lock specs, photos of my lawn next to hers edge just as crisp and a magazine clip praising grey mailboxes. Certified mail, receipts kept. I'm not playing her game, I'm rewriting it. But Patricia's not just about letters. She spreads whispers I am shady, trouble, tanking property values. My trash bin gets tipped on come nights. Dog poop probably from her poodle, princess shows up by my roses. Anonymous noise complaints bring a puzzled inspector to my silent yard. And the stairs her and Ethan, glaring like I'm a thief every time I step outside. It's heavy, the constant eyes, the barely hidden prejudice. I waver, maybe swap the lock, soften the lawn. But that's surrender. Instead, I install discrete cameras, log every glare, every incident. My old job taught me, facts beat feelings. Then, a twist. At a neighborhood cleanup, Lisa, a young mom, sidles up, nervous. Patricia's out of line with you, she whispers. She fined us over our kids' slide last year. She's a control freak. Ed, a quiet retiree, nods nearby, she nagged me about my newspaper touching the grass. You're not alone. Their words light a fire, and my cameras deliver Ethan scooting over my lawn, Princess fouling my roses, Patricia spying with binoculars. Creepy, but perfect evidence. I get curious about Patricia's HOA stranglehold. Old minutes show shady budget lines landscaping near her house, consulting if it's to nowhere. City records reveal her shed is a massive, unpermitted guest house with plumbing and AC, way over her 10 by 10 permit. A code violation, big fines, maybe demolition. The rule enforcer, breaking the biggest rule. I grin. I don't confront her too messy. I send an anonymous tip to the city, facts and photos, no trace to me. 3 weeks later, a city truck parks at her place. An inspector knocks, clipboard ready. Patricia answers, stiffens, then panics as he heads to her backyard. She follows, fuming. The neighborhood hums, her shed's illegal. She's in deep. Her perfect facade cracks her messy, stride gone, glares desperate. The knockout comes weeks later, a demolition crew arrives, tearing down her guest house. Saws scream, timbers crash, her dreams dust. I sip coffee on my porch, not cheering, just satisfied. Patricia's finds, her shame she built this mess. Soon, a for sale sign hits her lawn. She tried to break me, now she's gone. My lock's still up, my lawn's sharp, my grandkids splash safe. I fought with proof, not rage, and won. So, what's the deal? Was Patricia a petty dictator, or did she think she was guarding her kingdom? Ever had a neighbor make your home a war zone? Drop a comment, share your stories, and let's debate, when do rules become tyranny? Tell me where you're watching from. Keep your cool, stand tall, and maybe get a camera. You never know when you need it.